Hello everyone and welcome to ErebosGamingHD, and before we start on this Dynasty Warriors episode I'm going to show you the 5-star weapon that I obtained through the Battle of Chibi, playing as Xu Zhu, and this is the Bull Club. Pretty effective if you say me, all focused on damage, massive attack, shockwaves, true Muso, hardcore stuff. So as you can see, as I said, playing with Xu Zhu, he's level 26. And 2 4-star standard weapons, nothing too special here. Now I have to say, if you're playing on chaos mode with this guy, don't get too frustrated. It may take some time, but the main problem that I had is his speed. He's relatively slow, and his power attacks are even slower, and it makes it incredibly difficult to take out enemy officers, as you will see throughout this map. Now in terms of this is it's Battle of Chibi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly, but it's also been named the Battle of the Red Cliffs. When I was playing through on the Xu side of things, I talked in detail about the history behind this and what happened in real life, etc. So I can give you a little bit of a coverage behind it, but I'm not going to go into full detail on it. So this battle is it's basically a naval battle, and Cao brings in a massive enemy force to take on Xu and Wu, who at the time are in an alliance together to try and take out Cao. Unfortunately, everything goes to shit for Cao side. Everything gets a fire attack, and the reason the fire attack occurs is because Zhu Liang prays to the winds and tries to get them to go towards the ships, and with the wind and the fire arrows and Pan Tong is also a part of this as well. Pan Tong's responsibility is to chain up all the ships together so they cannot move away, so it's just one massive failure in terms of Cao side. So the objective here is to take out these enemies. We've got Xu Jin, who took out one enemy officer before. I'm talking, so I couldn't give you much of a background behind that guy. Once we take out these enemy officers, you'll see that it just, everything goes terrible. You can see there, yeah, you can see that red boat moving in the middle of the map. Once that hits, boom, and then fire. Somehow I managed to get on the horse in. And that's obviously one guy there who's done the fire attack, and you'll see the entire fleet gets set to ablaze. There we go. Nice little effect there. So what I do is I take out Lu Su, and then we basically have to retreat all the way up on the west side of the map, northwest actually. You can see the little platform there, that's our escape point, and whilst we're escaping we also get ambushed by several enemy officers as well. So, you know, we have the massive force, but unfortunately it just doesn't go very well. And this is one of his Muso attacks. He's just playing catch and bounce the ball. And I find with Xu Zhu, he's a good character. If he were a bit faster, it'd be awesome, he'd be very overpowered. But obviously because he's got all this weight behind him with these massive moves, it's a bit unfair to give him the speed, so you just have to be really careful with what you do. All his Muso attacks are basically all around power. You'll see one of his Muso attacks is slapping him up in the air and then slapping him up in the air again, and the other one is slapping him up in the air and whacking him with his big massive mace that he's got. And another thing with that mace, it is very annoying to see where enemy officers are if you're looking behind him. I found that very frustrating. Half the time I couldn't see what I was doing. So we've got Tashi C here, or Tashi Se, and fortunately he's weak to my affinity as well. We take this guy out, that's his X attack there, a nice big slap. Once we take Tashi Se out, we escape the naval fleet, and then we get ambushed by Gan Ning, and I think that's what triggers the secret weapon. And the secret weapon is in a nice spot as well. It's through the escape point, which is good. Normally on a couple of secret weapons you have to go to the other side of the map, which is frustrating, but this one, nice place. So you can see the that X attack, I believe, is a double square triangle attack. He's just done his Muso there, so I avoided his Muso with my Muso. And that Muso is very similar to Wei Yan's Muso, where you do a roll anything, but I think with Xu Zhu it's a lot more controllable, which is good. It's a lot more manageable as well. It's not as fast. I think that's a benefit behind it. We're nearly taking this guy out now. You can see it's pretty slow, but that is an unbreakable attack, so I use that. I have to use my Muso again. This guy's just not wanting to die. There we go. He's out of there. So I take him out and then we board this small ship. And there'll be a little cutscene here with Gan Ning, which I've just taken out just to make sure the video's nice and action-packed. And all I do here really is just straight into rage, use as much as the rage as I can in terms of attacking him, and then just finish him off with the rage Muso. The reason I do that is because the rage Muso is not going to trigger its second point because it's just him to take out. As you can see, didn't really stand much of a chance really. I don't know why Gan Ning thinks he's a badass. Why would he jump onto a boat with, you know, 4 very big enemy officers? It's just stupid. And then as soon as you get off this boat, if you look to your left, there's the treasure. Nice spot for a change. Now we get ambushed by Liu Bei and Sun Shangjiang. This one's a bit more difficult because we have a weakness to my affinity and a strength to my affinity. So I'm just going to focus on Sun Shangjiang at the minute, and hopefully bring in Liu Bei with Xu Zhu's swift attack. The swift attack's alright, there's nothing too special. Just does what, you know, what every other one does. Hopefully we can get Rage Builder from using the switch counter. And we got Liu Bei, that's weak to the affinity, and Sun Shangjiang, which has no affinity reference, which is good. That's annoying as well. You see, I can't see where enemy officers are. It's just a big guy. So anyway, what do you guys think of Xu Zhu? I say he's alright. He's not the best character. He has some pretty powerful moves, but I don't know. I seem to not like officers that are slow. They seem to not be as effective as the fast ones. Even if you're fast and you don't do a lot of damage, I prefer to be fast than slow and do less damage. So you're less likely to get caught off guard. So we're just taking out Liu Bei there. Sun Shangjiang's barely got any life there, she's gone now. And then we go through these doors and then we get Zhang Fei, who decides to ambush us as well. Just getting my health back up. So as I said, this battle is pretty much Cao Cao trying to run away and escape. Once we take out Zhang Fei, we move up and then we get ambushed again. This time it's arrows and rocks, which makes it very difficult, and you'll see my health pretty much deplenish straight away. Because you know what archers are like, they just seem to consistently attack you. They're the worst type of privates there. And if I didn't use that Muso, I would have been dead then, because Zhang Fei would have grabbed me and had his way with me. Is he gonna die? No. Sliver of life left. He's not going down without a fight, is he? I'll slap him. There we go. Bitch slapped to death. Right, so now we're moving up, and what you'll see is another ambush, as I said. And we've got Sun Tuan forces coming in on the background as well. Yeah, so we've got the rock throwers and the archers. We've got Mi Zhu and another enemy officer, which I can't really see at the minute. But I'm not going to waste any time here. I'm going to try and take these guys out as quickly as possible. Now his rage attack, I like it. I think it's pretty good. It's basically tapping his mace up and down and bouncing it. It's pretty effective. Managed to get rid of a couple of archers there, but no one near enough. And those archers do some serious damage. I'm going to try and build my rage up again, am I? No. Fortunately, the majority of the privates have gone now. You can see the rock's been thrown at me as well. Look at that. What am I meant to do? And this is what annoys me. You see, that was an animation. I can't stop that. There's no way for me to get out of that. I slapped him, and because there were privates right next to me, they were attacking me. So that really annoys me. What are you meant to do in those circumstances? You cannot control that. So that's what I mean by him being too slow. And then the amount of times I died from doing that is ridiculous. I mean, how else are you meant to do it though? Because if you do that move, you break their defense. So rather than just hitting them consistently, trying to break their affinity and swift attack them all the time, I try and do something different. But when I do that, I get attacked. It's just... I think that is a major flaw in this game. I think you're taken out by a rock though. It really does frustrate me when things like that. It's out of your control. It's not fair. So we nearly got Mifang down. And he's gone. Right, move up now. And the final little ambush is Zhao Yun. Take out this guy, and then we are free. Look at that with a double attack. Takes out 2/3 of his life. And that's the jumping movesaw as well. I think that the first time you saw it, basically does a massive belly flop. And then this is the alternate movesaw. A little tappy tap. And then a smack. Boom. I say it's got a unique movesaw set. And Zhao Yun's down. Easy peasy. And then walk up this flight of stairs and you get a nice little cutscene with Cao Cao and Guan Yu. And basically settle their score. So Guan Yu and Cao Cao are even. Okay, hope you all enjoyed that, and I'll see you on the next episode.